Welcome to the I Wouldn't Have Done That show. And on this episode of the show, we will be discussing Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1 with special guest Chris Reiter. And he will tell us what was his first ever horror movie. Also, we will get into a little bit of a Freddy versus Jason debate. Then we review a couple clips of the movie and discuss what we would have done differently if it was us and the situation. Stay tuned. What was your first horror movie you ever watched?
That I remember watching?
Yeah.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
That was the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. The most ridiculous one, too.
Yeah. Well, no.
But this is before Jason X.
I was about to say, that was the most ridiculous.
Yeah.
One. Jason 8 is cool. It ain't the best, but it's fine.
He punches a man's head off his body.
A black man at that.
Take your best shot, motherfucker. And then he punches his head clean off.
Shouldn't have told him that.
Also, where is Camp Crystal Lake? This
that's
nigga walked.
No, he didn't walk. He got on a boat. You don't remember that one?
I know, but was he anchored to the boat?
He was on there.
He just walked, and then before you knew it, he was just fucking walking in the Hudson or some shit.
Nah, the boat was somewhere. He did come out the water. The boat, they were at Camp Crystal Lake, which
must be in New Jersey.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's either Jersey or Long Island.
Right.
So I don't like it.
Montauk.
It's far too close. Ew, it's in the Hamptons. He was rich and stuff. Ooh, these peasants.
Look at them swim. I'll never swim ever. Ever, mother.
Stab. That's how he works. Oh, God, don't get close. On guard. That's what he says on the mask. I'm surprised that was your first because you're such a Freddy fan.
I'm a Freddy fan. He's better. He's better. He's more fun to watch.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
First of all, you know the controversy with him. He should be canceled.
But he is a monster. They're all monsters.
Yeah, but there are limits. They're all monsters, but Jason ain't never been accused of what he's been accused of. So I'm just saying.
So in essence, that would make Freddy Krueger scarier.
I think he's scarier because of how he comes.
Because if Jason Voorhees is like, whoa, guy, relax, Fred, then he is scarier.
On guard. Let me get.
I'd rather not.
I would rather not get my hands dirty. He does this.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nah. I'm going to get some tea and crumpets. I would say his thing is by far the most creative of the slashers.
Sure.
Because his dreams. You know what I mean? He's coming at you in your dreams, which makes it almost impossible to survive, right? Because he does have flaws.
Mm-hmm.
One being his love for kids. That's a big flaw. But in terms of him as a actual horror machine, he jokes too much. Not too much. I think it's the right amount within the actual movies.
Sure.
It was the series. They made him very jokey.
Toward the end, if you go on HBO Max right now, Freddy's Dead is in the comedy section.
Yeah, that makes they made him more jokey.
Right.
But he had the right amount in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's interesting?
He had the best one-liners.
Yeah,
because the other big ones didn't have one-liners.
They didn't speak. You don't know, Michael Myers could be the funniest dude.
He's hilarious.
He could be chilling with all the greats, right? Helping Woody Allen direction.
Just punching up scripts.
Yeah. Imagine if that's what he was.
It might be.
That was the whole thing. His sister broke his typewriter, and he was like, you know what? Fuck this bitch.
Everyone's got to die.
For 98. But I know you like Freddy so much so that you're blinded by his, you think he won against Jason and everyone knows
I think it was a draw.
I think they tried to make
also,
it seem
if we're
that
looking at an actual match, there was more people against Freddy. He had to fight Jason, some white woman.
He was also
John Ritter's son.
I read.
And 1/3 of Destiny's Child. How big a team does Jason need?
First of all, Jason killed the Destiny's Child
He
member.
did. He's a big dumb animal.
Yes, he killed. But first of all, he got into Jason's mind. If they was just scrapping head up, wouldn't have happened that way. He needed to take over his mind.
But when they was scrapping, Freddy was putting in that work, son. Matter of fact, he almost had the match won. He had that shit done.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He was literally about to chop this nigga's head off, and then came that white bitch with the torch and the gasoline.
I'm be honest with you. That was the one time I was like,
Yay, a white woman.
save the day, white women.
Yay, Karen.
Yeah, that was the best Karen.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
No, it wasn't. She fucked up my guy's chance to win.
It's good on my end. It was good. Do you remember the first one? Do you remember?
Yes.
So his story and plot line is very interesting. Rest in peace, Wes Craven, who created him, and is the mastermind behind him. I thought it was just great, right? And he brought us Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
Did I put an F on it?
You did.
I tried to put emphasis on the P
Yeah.
and why they're making them Fs. I don't know
He
why.
did bring us Johnny Depp.
Yes. I thought that plot line was great, right?
Sure.
Of the town killed him they should have, all right, because he did some unspeakable things. And he was
Fucked
like,
him up
y'all gonna get me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna get
Y'all
your kids.
think y'all taking Fred out like that? Frederick?
His name.
See in your kid's dreams.
Yeah, and that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And he just showed up, started fucking them up. So on this show, we like to, do hypotheticals, right? Because I feel like whenever you're watching a horror movie or any movie, the beauty of it is like the conversation that happens afterwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it happens during, right? It's those moments when you're in the movie theater and it's like, don't go in there.
Right.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Those are the special, je ne sais quoi moments.
Sure.
Feng shui moment. I'm just naming words now at this point. I don't even know if they match. But so hypothetically in these situations that I'm going to show you, what do you think you would have done differently to survive?
Would have moved.
Not live on Elm Street.
Exactly.
Or not sleep.
That's one thing I noticed with like Chucky movies. Andy could have never been a black kid. Because the moment you'd have said, Mama, my doll's fucking with me and like telling me to do shit, immediately the doll's in the trash, burnt up, and y'all no longer live in the part of fucking Chicago that movie started.
Yes.
Y'all moved to Naperville in the next scene.
Also, you went to church.
Exactly.
Took your old black ass to church.
Because we're talking about demons.
100% that is true. But those are obvious, right? So I'm going to put you in scenarios. I'm going to show you certain scenarios and you tell me what you would have done. Side note, there's a lot of shit in this movie that happens that I want your opinion on as well that's not quite the same. For instance, his first introduction, not even his first, he had already killed someone by this point. But like someone asked, and this was a good moment for him to have a one-liner or something great to say. And she asked, she was like, yo, who are you? And this is what he said.
Who are you?
That doesn't answer my question at all.
Right. She was like, but that doesn't, yeah, what?
Freddy's a weird dude. Man.
Also, why is his torso not burned?
He was wearing that sweater.
He ain't know he was very killed in a flame retardant sweater.
He knew it was coming. He went to Amazon, bought that sweater. Y'all all clown that sweater. Ew, that's an ugly sweater. That's an ugly sweater. Why his nipple look regular?
Right. Why is he still got chest hair?
He does have chest hair. So much. His nipple is
Yeah.
But another thing that happened, I thought I wanted your opinion on. It was just real. It was real weird and creepy because this is just how they talked back in the day, right? Remember, this is 80s, man. 80s was a wild time.
Yeah.
It was the worst nightmare I ever had. You wouldn't believe it.
Matter of fact, I had a bad dream last night myself.
I had a heart-on this morning when I woke up, Tina. Had your name written all over it.
There's 4 letters in my name, Rod. How could there be room on your joint for 4 letters?
Hey,
That was a good one.
up yours with a twirling lawnmower.
Nah, Rod's is the sweetest things.
Oh, he's not.
He said, up yours with a twirling line fold?
No, lawnmower.
Oh,
Also-
Jesus.
Also, yeah, that was aggressive. First of all, that's not how you just say good morning.
Right.
This is the morning time. They just got out the car. They talking about nightmares, and he's like, I had a dream.
I got
too.
a boner.
My penis was hard, and I was thinking of you. This is before Me Too.
Way before Me Too.
That wouldn't have got off. Now, some of the things, like when I look at like certain things that happen in horror movies, you look at it, you go, oh God. Like that's
It's also just like a very embellished narrative of like the girl next door liking the bad boy.
yeah.
He's so clearly toxic with his greasy hair and leather jacket.
There's like, how can we make him more toxic?
Right.
Greasy hair. We on to something, but
I
we
think we're in.
need one more thing. And
Throwing a dick joke. Yes.
okay, how does he have a leather jacket on? Of course.
We'll put her in pink so she looks even more wholesome.
Even though they're all 35 and they have their kids on set. Like this, be quiet. You know, mommy's working.
Shh.
Like, that's also the weird thing. A lot of like in these movies, it's always adults playing kids who at some point they have sex and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this the adults having sex?
Right.
Like, this is weird.
Like, you're showing me through narrative children having. Grant, I know it's adults, but it's children. It's weirding me out.
I don't like it. So when I was watching this recently, there's a scene that happens and where there's sex, like you hear it, and irony is between the two people that was just talking.
Yeah, it was.
And it's like, ugh, why would you? And first of all, that line worked.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start saying that. Hey, can I get your number? And it was like, ugh, no. Up yours with a twirl.
Lawnmower.
I'm gonna call him. I think
I can fix him.
He's not all the way broken, but that leads perfectly to the first problem. What would you have done? This is when they just finished having sex, right? He wakes up. Yep, she's dreaming. He sees that she's screaming in a fit. At this point, I'm leaving. And I'm going to tell you why. And it's a very simple answer why I leave. I leave because I'm black. And that is a white woman in suburbia. Mm-hmm. I'm going to jail immediately.
They're putting you under the jail.
100%. Before any of this happens, she could just suffer from night terrors.
Right.
I'm leaving. But this motherfucker stays. And then this happens. So what's going through your mind right now if you're him?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the other people are in the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm immediately screaming for the other white people to come help me.
Now when
because the only thing that's going to save your black ass is for white people to vouch for you.
First of all, you wearing tighty whities. You made a bad decision. At this point, I'm leaving.
See, he's being too much of the typical, like, why are you trying to fix shit? Go get help. You don't know what's happening.
That's a fact.
Immediately call for help. Turn on the fucking lights.
Fuck the lights at this point.
Nigga, why is you watching?
She's on the ceiling.
Right, why is you looking, fam? Run, nigga.
They do treat him like a black man.
Yeah, they do. He do go to jail immediately.
He does go to jail. I like the...
Also, how'd she just wake up? All that hollering. And then he left. He shook the spot, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stay there. It's blood on me now. I'm in tighty whities.
I mean, for him as a white guy, I mean, once they see that she was cut open 4 straight down, no man's that strong. They're not going to find a murder weapon. Be smart, white guy. You're white. Use your white. Now you shook the spot. Now you look guilty.
I agree with everything you said.
I wouldn't know. I would have left him. Not left the.
I would have went in
the house. I would have got the white folks to come help me.
Hey, Johnny Depp.
Exactly. This bitch is fucking possessed.
Why didn't you tell me this? I wouldn't have came over. I wouldn't have told her that I had a hard on.
She said she was coming, but damn.
But you know, man, ego is so
right.
stupid.
He's like, I made this bitch can speak in tongues. That's crazy.
I got her dying, son. She's on the ceiling. This dick got her on the ceiling. You know how crazy, like, if she survives, right? But she did hit the ceiling, the bar talk, because these are also 16-year-olds. First of all, I'm almost 30, and if I had a chick on the ceiling, I'm talking.
I'm telling everybody.
Yeah. Hey, you ain't gonna believe this? I had a chick on the ceiling.
Yeah. She defied the laws of gravity.
I'm amazing.
Did you know women can float?
Yeah.
It's called the Z spot.
Yeah.
You gotta find it. Gotta have dick long enough though. You don't have it.
You just so like, You, buddy, don't have a problem. You, holler at me. I tell you where it's at. That's craziness. So that's what you would do.
Immediately get help. Get white people help.
I don't understand why people don't.
Why are you sitting there watching the shit?
Agreed. And this is the next problem, right? That I saw. Now, this was in a dream state, granted, right? So there was fully a dream happening. She's in school.
Now, I think she pulled the right move on this one.
No, she didn't.
Am I bugging?
You are. That's the chick that just was on the ceiling.
Right. Don't know why the body bags are see-through.
I need to get up at this point.
Oh, I thought this was the one where she was in the dream and she like burned herself on purpose to wake up.
Oh, she did, but it was too late.
Mm.
She put herself in that position to get burned. Right now, she's safe.
Yeah.
There's a such thing, I would say, and you would agree with me. It's called white curiosity.
Yeah.
It's in most horror movies. There's white curiosity, right? And not just trying to make this a race thing, but just observation. It's always the white people that's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
For instance, she just saw
Who's out there?
She just saw her dead friend who died the night before.
Mm-hmm.
She knows was dead because she
Man, the
went
bitch
in the
couldn't get the day off from school?
If anyone deserves a day off, who's that?
This is gonna count as one of your absences. I'm sorry.
I think they wanted her to stay home, but she was like, I just can't. And I think at that point, you got to respect your kid.
Sure.
Because you, of course, want your kid to stay home, but at the same time, it's like,
I'm gonna argue with you.
You just saw some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. I'm not going to let you talk to me any kind of way, though.
Right.
Don't be like, I'm going to school, bitch.
Watch your mouth.
Because then then you're going to be on the ceiling with an uppercut.
But go on. Yes, right. Already she fucking up.
All
now,
right.
has she figured at the end of this, does she burn herself and wake up?
Yes, this is the
Okay.
one where she does burn herself and wake up.
See, I'd have kept my ass in my seat.
Yeah, I don't need to be here.
Go ahead, creepy kid. Keep talking.
Talk creepy shit.
Yeah, with
What
your
you said?
psycho killer face.
He does have psycho killer face. No one's grabbing.
She dead. How she get her hand out the bag?
Someone apparently is dragging her. It's so much wrong with this.
Also, just great lines. That's fucking
Pretty straight.
yeah.
It's almost like NFL.
Right.
It's like,
Where's your pass? Screw your pass.
first of all, you ain't gonna knock me over.
Right. And just
I know you don't know what's
cuss
happening.
at me.
A piece of me does want to go back to my classroom.
Right.
But I think this might be the best decision at this point.
Yeah.
I ain't going back that
And
way.
Not where she at.
So that's
This
what
bitch went into a bait.
she went to the basement. This is when she goes into the boiler room.
And then
all
she
that.
burns herself. See, she kept your ass in class.
This is
This
why.
is a PSA for staying in school.
This is why I stayed. Had they showed me this, I guarantee you I have a PhD. Guarantee it. I wouldn't have been out there. Horror movies work wonders.
Because they never stab you in the middle of class.
Nah, because other kids around.
Exactly.
So much other things.
Now, they did kill Henry Winkler in his office in the first Scream movie, but that's
Yes.
not in the middle of class.
No. And it wasn't even a meeting.
No, it was the end of the day.
Yeah, he was leaving. So there you go with that. But it was funny because she did burn herself, as you mentioned. And the wildest thing about that to me is like, it couldn't have been a black school because that's how she wakes up,
Right,
right? And no one does anything. She's screaming. She's on a wall.
right,
I'll call your mother.
There's no laughter.
right.
If we was in a
No one
black
with the
school,
funny fucking Arthur Ashe ain't thinking nothing over here.
yeah, tennis.
He's just thinking topspin.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing else on my mind.
You'll need a hall pass.
It's still
Yeah.
Back to work.
They didn't even laugh when she
Right,
left.
nothing.
If there was a black school, they'd be like, yo, that crazy bitch.
Exactly.
Do you realize that the whole lunchroom would know this story?
Immediately.
Yo, this bitch is in the back of the class, right? This
She's
is
just like, you know, fucking Sarah, that bitch crazy. Yeah, that's the one with the dead friend. She guilty. That's what it is. She
I
feel
think
bad.
I think she knows something. Then those rumors start.
Exactly.
So after watching this whole movie, right, it did make me realize in a dream state is really hard that he creates, right? Because this is the same movie that we also discovered that you could pull him out of the movie.
Mhm.
I mean, out of
Out
the
of the
dream,
dream.
right? So, but do you think you could have survived this movie?
Yeah.
How?
I wouldn't be a dumb dick. Just make better decisions.
Easy, right?
Right.
Don't live on Elm Street.
Don't live there.
It's
Live
the-
somewhere
it's
else.
literally the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Don't take the bait.
That's a big thing that people do in horror movies.
Yeah.
It's always some bit. Nope, not going. I know that my friend is
yeah.
dead.
No, we not splitting up, nigga. We about to search this whole building together.
We are booty to booty.
Exactly.
I wanna-
All 8 of us.
I want to feel fart. Like if y'all fart, like, damn man, that came from the left. Like I want to be that close, man. Do you think you could survive any horror movie though?
I don't know about your guy. Because there's not bait to take. You just be running, and this nigga got all these, I don't know, hidden tunnels, or he's
El
he's
Chapo.
an Olympic sprinter or some shit. Because he just be popping out of nowhere. People have a fucking
Told you.
80-yard lead on him. He just fucking
told you.
behind a tree, whack.
El Chapo.
Or there's more than 2 Jasons.
That was a theory at one point.
Mm.
And on that note, appreciate you guys.